Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Reality Check podcast. Today, we are joined by our very special guest, Meriesa. She is field support and an official developer for Rec Room. Please say hello.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see you. I got some pizza. It's great to be here. Thank you for coming, and I'm ready to answer some questions.
Thank you for coming. Okay.
Yeah, that's the real one. Thank you.
Okay, so starting out with a pretty good one. We've got, how did you become developer and why did you want to become developer?
Well, I have a past in design, so I have fine arts and graphics and human-computer interaction, and I really wanted to learn and create things in VR. At the time, I didn't get to have a headset for VR, but I did my whole studies in VR and virtual experiences. So I tried to create my thesis around that whole area. Once I was able to get a VR headset, I knew that's the only way I was going to be able to get into the industry. Is like I need to experience VR if I want to design for VR. So I got a headset and I played a lot of games on it. But my third game was actually Rec Room, and some of my most favorite games are social games. So I really enjoy a community and playing with other people and just enjoy a really nice social experience, whether it's on a quest or just hanging out in a room. But something really, really was special about this. I could actually create my own rooms in Rec Room. When I first started, it wasn't really, there wasn't a lot you can create. You can only create small things at that time. It has progressed more than that now, but I really like the maker pen, and I usually design menus and I design websites and storefronts and all that kind of stuff before, and I really wanted to do that for VR. So that's why I really wanted to pursue creative tools and Rec Room, and kind of landed a job in that area.
And now we are all addicted. So thanks, Rec Room.
Yeah, hey, it's great.
Yeah. I really enjoy this
7
game,
years of school.
and I've got hundreds of hours, and I just love creating for Rec Room, and I'm sure other people do too. But yeah.
Right.
Well, next question we have from where is he? Agent Queen, wherever he is. But this is when can we expect to see custom tracks for Stunt Runner? Do you have any details you can give about that?
Yeah, we actually have some tools actually already came out. With Stunt Runner, we have new textures, new materials, basically, and then what you are going to... Okay, we have new materials. You can put roll. You can use the run roll in your rooms, and you can use configure to climb things. So if you go to your maker pen and you go to configure on the second page, you can see climbable walls. You can actually create your own rock climbing walls. And if you guys go to your rolls, you have to go to walk VR and you have to go to screen VR, and there is where you can turn on wall running. You can also do wall sliding and bump movements, so you can bump people around, so you can create those experiences for your own rooms. We will be having more come out, like leaderboards and an animation tool that you can animate things within your room without using gizmos.
Awesome.
And we'll also be having jump pads as well. They have been mentioned in another video prior to me being here, so you take a look at that video too. It's on Rec Room.
Adam
Twitter.
Savage's projections video, was that it? I believe.
I'm sorry?
Was that the projections video from Adam Savage, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys can go and watch that if you want more details on Stun Runner, and I highly recommend it. I'm loving Stun Runner at the moment. What you've done with it has been truly amazing, and it has so much replayability because I love the leaderboards, and I can't. It's so great. I'm sure a ton of you guys enjoy it too. Can we get some jumps for Stun Runner? You guys like it? Yeah?
Gotta jump, guys.
Also,
Yeah.
just so people can see on the live stream, please just take your seats and move off the red carpet. That'd be great. Okay. So now we have a question from For Odinson. I don't know who that is, but not sure who's that. Where's For Odinson in this room? Where is he? Yeah, but he asked, will we get any, like, vehicles slash, like, moving objects that you can be attached to, so we can make, like, roller coasters and stuff? Because that's always something I'd really like to do.
So the animation tool will give you those type of abilities. However,
Awesome.
the only issue is there will still be more updates to allow you to build better cars, better
Yeah.
things in the future. I can't really say when those are going to come out, but
Yeah.
the animation tool is definitely a great step forward. If you animate forward, the person will move with that object.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, if you guys do have questions, please leave them on the Discord. They are in the back room there. You can join the Discord, and everyone goes to the back room. Okay, so next few questions. Okay, on the Discord. Okay.
Oh, see.
Oh, this is a really good one. Okay, this is from Mr. Chris. Sadly, he couldn't be here today, but this is a question from him.
That's a good
Will
one,
we
yeah.
ever get an enemy chip slash gizmo?
I'm sorry?
Will we ever get like an enemy gizmo slash chip?
I can't actually say, but I don't see why not. I think that we definitely progressed into the point where we wanted to do that at some point, but at this time I cannot say that.
Yeah, but it is in your mind as something to consider.
It definitely is on our list.
Yeah, awesome. So, Billy, do you have any questions from the Discord you would like to ask?
It's a bit of. Can I ask? I'm gonna ask one of my own questions. It's a
Yeah.
bit of a generic question. But is there ever gonna be another quest?
Ever quest.
No, is there ever going to be another quest?
I would assume yes.
Yeah.
I would definitely assume yes.
When is up to debate, as because of the... what I assume is because we haven't got another one for quite some time, is because, of course, porting to the Quest and other systems has been a main priority, as I've seen on like videos from the Rec Room channel. So, it's understandable, but we all want another quest, of course. The quests are great.
We all want other quests.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. But, of course, we've got so many great quests, and we're truly very thankful. I'm sure everyone is thankful for what we've got now, and yeah.
Definitely.
Any more questions you want to ask, Billy? Whether that be your own or some you've picked from the Discord?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Can't think anymore.
Yeah, of course, we'll be looking at the Discord if anyone wants to post some more questions there. That's where we'll be taking all of the questions from. So, of course, we do have some of our own that I was asking previously. So, we have... Okay, this is an interesting one. Will people who are using PlayStation VR ever be able to use the streaming cam? And that was from...
That's a good one.
Hold on. That was from Diamond_Rec Room.
At this point,
a good
it's
question.
it's seen as a complete difficult task. I can't say it's impossible, but it's definitely very straining. I can't really say.
Okay.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Okay. This is one from Rolly. He's in the audience. Where's Rolly? There he is. Rolly asks, will Rec Room ever come to Android phones?
I would assume yes at some point.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So that's a very good question.
Okay. So here's one. I'm sure you were expecting this question, but Zenithian on the Discord asks, does the give it your Rec Room best meme annoy you, or do you like embrace it? And do
Embrace it.
you think it's funny?
I completely embrace it, and it's more
Awesome,
like
that's-
be
that's
great to
creative,
hear.
give it your rec room best.
We got one, guys. We got one. I'm sure everyone in the community knows it. It's like it's the number one meme for Rec Room.
It's iconic Rec Room line.
Be creative, guys, and give it your rec room best.
Yeah.
No mistakes, just happy trees.
Okay. We will take questions from the chat system if anyone wants to ask through there, because I know it's hard for some people to access Discord. So JV Ali asks, will eventually most or everything be coming to Quest?
I
it
would
just
say
impossible?
eventually.
Awesome. That's great. Anyone out here playing on Quest? Anyone? Anyone?
Mm-hmm.
No? Oh, you are. Awesome. It's kind of crazy that Quest can run this, because this is very crazy. But it's incredible, Rec Room and the development team, and of course maybe yourself. Did you help to port the game over?
Did I help with what?
To port the game to Quest.
I was very much testing a lot.
Oh,
for Quest.
awesome. you had the fun job.
A lot of hours into Quest.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know what? Quest brought us. This is a new gateway for other people to just jump into VR without dealing with a lot of technical issues. So it's a really good step forward for VR, actually. And we're big supporters of VR. We love VR. And there's a new technology that is just really straightforward, gets to the point, and doesn't have a lot of technical problems. That allows people to just be able to jump right in. You know, that's just really great. And I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing a lot more from them in the future.
Awesome. And that's what Rec Room is all about. You jump in, have fun with your friends. It's not about all the graphics intensity and stuff. It's about just having fun, chilling out with your friends, playing some games. Just having fun, really. Any other questions we have here? We have... Yeah, Mr. Chris actually says... Oh, Mr. Chris is here. Yeah, we just answered that earlier, so if you want to go back onto the live stream, you can see the before, but the short answer was basically, yes, but there's no time for that. There's no, estimated time for that yet, but it is on their, bucket list, eventually. So that'd be great to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do have some announcements to make, so if you want...
Oh, yeah, of course, go ahead.
Okay. We also, the Maker Pen class has an awesome challenge going on. It's called the Pod Race Car Challenge. And if you guys want to download it from the Invention Store, you can. But we really want people to be able to modify it if you guys want to. But we really want you to actually be able to make your own pod racer. And we want to see those type of pod racers. So eventually you'll be able to animate them later on.
Ooh.
So if you guys want to go ahead and win 1,000 tokens. There'll be 3 winners being selected. Create an awesome pod racer. That'd be great. And just post it to the Invention Store under tag pod race car.
Yeah, so if any of you guys want to do that, I'd love to see some of them. So you can post them on Instagram. I know. What's the Instagram for the Maker Pen?
Yep, it's just Maker Pen Class on Instagram, and you can follow us on Twitter as well, Maker Pen Class. We post all creative work in Rec Room. We love creative work, and we promote creative work, and we're going to actually do a lot more. We did the boot camp, and we're ending up with the boot camp. If you see anybody with green gowns, that means they actually graduated from the boot camp. Some of the people who also kind of like helped out with the boot camp will also get the gowns as well. But we're also going to branch out a little bit further later where people can set up their own schools and be able to like give out those type of things too. So those
awesome.
are gonna be able to happen later on.
And also, we touched on this a bit earlier, but I noticed like a door in the stunt runner lobby that says not available yet. Are you able to give us any hints about that? Maybe.
Yeah, so that will be a template room where you can actually just go in and it'll just show you how to use all of the creative tools, and it'll have like a really small little course that you can set up. You will be able to drag props and stuff and be able to set up your own stunt runner course, or you can just make your own, like whatever you guys want to do with it. So, and then there will be there's another room, but I'm not going to talk about that too much right now.
Ooh.
We'll go into that a little bit later once we get some more stunt runner stuff.
Right. I also heard that there might be new courses coming to stunt runner, like official courses. Is that true?
I would assume so.
Great. Because as fun as it is now, I'd love to have some more variety. But stunt runner. Excuse me.
You can always make your own.
Very true. Very true.
Make your own, guys. Make your own stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be creative and...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give it your rec room best.
Okay. So, you're welcome to do that as... Of course... my voice. Too much screaming on stunt runner, I think. But yeah, of course, you're welcome to make your own, and in the future, they will be like integrated more into the actual stunt runner, and maybe we can have like a door to all of these official stunt runner courses made from the template.
Yep, you can use the template as a starting point, but honestly, if you're like a pretty good creator in Rec Room, like you really understand the tools in Rec Room, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to make your own stuff, which is great, and we want to see those. If you do have stunt maps coming out, please, share them with me. I usually check out all new rooms that come out within the week.
Awesome.
And I just look over them, and I like to see what people are doing in Rec Room. We love to see creative games. We love to see pretty cool, engaging hangouts. Things that are telling a story, or just being a great place where people can meet up and party up and go elsewhere. So yeah, love to see that kind of stuff.
Of course, as you said, as you checked out all of the rooms, I would assume that you have seen the ultimate takeover of climbing games of the custom rooms. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I think it's great. Like I love the rock wall climbing rooms that are coming out. I want to see great. I would love to see more of those.
I'd love to play
I'm
more
sure
of
we
those.
will see a whole and pretty soon people can like race to the top of a rock wall climbing. You can make your own stuff, your own game. Rec Room. It's pretty great.
You can do all of that with circuits, really.
Right. Yep.
All of it's possible. There's so much possibility for it. And one of my favorites is rock climbing, just to give a shout out to that quickly. That's a really creative one. There's tons of courses you can do on there. And yeah, it's just really fun. But of course, my arms are in so much pain. So much pain. I'm sure.
Great.
Yeah, I've talked to many other people and they agree, but it's happy pain. It's happy pain.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and that's the point. So we will be taking more questions. Can you answer Discord questions? Yes, I think there are. Can we get? Okay, this is one from you, not you or you, but you, the person called you, and they ask, are we ever going to see any more Rec Royale maps, like with the introduction of Season 2 that is coming eventually?
Are we going to see what? I'm sorry?
Like a new Rec Royale map, that's what you was asking.
I can't tell you at this time, but anything's possible.
Yeah, so it's possible, but for now, it's not a priority, I'm guessing. Okay, I'll go back to Discord questions now, because people have been saying there are a few more there, and I'd love to get to everyone's questions and let you guys do the interview. Okay, so yeah, she's already kind of covered this, but yes, there is a way to turn the stunt runner physics on and off. Maybe you could go into that a bit more, just to recap.
Oh, yeah. How to turn them on?
And off, yeah. Just to toggle, basically.
Yeah. So you can turn. Are you talking about wall climbing or?
Yeah, just the general stunt runner physics they were asking about.
So you can turn on wall climbing on objects by going to your maker pen and going to the configure. Configure it on your maker pen by going to second on the configure menu, and it will say climbable. And you want to make sure that you're not using grabbable function. You want to use climbable function. So there's grabbable and there's climbable. It would be on the second page. It's called climbable, and you can configure any surface to be climbable. If you want to set up your roles for running in your maps, you have to go to this room, go to setup, go to roles, and then turn on wall running under walk VR and under screen VR. You can also turn on pushing, and you can also turn on like speed. All right, so cool stuff there.
Yeah, so you can do all of that just in your own custom rooms, basically.
Exactly.
So here we have.
Yeah, and we'll be having more tutorials coming on that soon. So
yeah,
once we get more stuff out.
Okay, so leading on from tutorials, VReality has asked, could you tell him how it's possible to get a tutorial gown? Oh.
Yes, there's 3 different tutorial gowns that you can do, that you could get. There's the first one is the blue one, the second one is the red one, and the third one is the white one. The very first gown is you only get the very first gown if you get your tutorial on the community list. If it's really good and it's understandable, there's not a lot of distractions, it kind of meets the criteria. We usually like to see videos kind of cut down to about 4 to 10 minutes. We don't really want to have like 30 to an hour long videos unless it's like really good content. But we really want it to be kind of short as much as possible so that players can easily quickly learn that information without spending like an hour watching a video. That's a heads up. But when you submit your tutorial, you want to do it on Discord under the tutorial channel, which is, you want to make sure you're in the right room under tutorial channel, and you submit your tutorial there. And what you can do is once the moderation team goes through it, they look at the video, it's easy to understand, they'll upload it to the community list. And they'll do this so often, and they don't really say when they're going to do it, but they look through them pretty frequently.
So what exactly is the community list? Because I'm kind of confused on that.
Yes, it's our tutorial community list. You can go to, if you go to any tutorial on Rec Room, it will have like a community tutorial list down in the links. You can go to those links and you can search through all the community tutorials there.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. And everybody who has their tutorials on the community list will get a gown. And if you reach so much other videos on the community list, then you'll get another gown. And if you have such more tutorials, then you'll get the final white gown. Yeah. So awesome. It's pretty cool stuff. We love to see tutorials in the community, really making great content. So we want to give back to those who are doing that.
Okay. Will there ever be any more food items? Just whether that be from earning through quests like we've seen in Crescendo, or even just buying with tokens?
I would assume yes.
Okay. Anyone got any suggestions for any food items? Because I'm not really sure what. I guess it kind of has to be like snacky foods.
Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to message me on Discord. Feel free to message it on the Rec Room
KFC,
Discord.
popcorn,
We want
burgers.
popcorn so bad, trust me. And tea, right? We want tea as well.
Yeah.
It would be so good.
Maybe wreck fried chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, if you people saying please ask my question, just because the chat goes by so fast, I can't really read all of them. So maybe just go to the Discord and you can submit them there. It's just much easier for me to read. RFC, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just try and find penguins. Oh wait, just before. Oh Billy, you haven't
Maybe.
asked anything. Are you wanting to ask anything?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was asking Billy if he had anything to ask.
Okay.
Or you just eating your apple.
Right.
Okay.
So far as I understand, like people really love the stunt runner games. They really love the vibes and like I love playing with your teams and everything else. That's great. And you will be able to make your own. So that's pretty great too to see what you guys actually come up with. So if you guys want to make some awesome courses, feel free to do so.
And I'm sure we'll get tons of great maps, just not essentially stunt runner races, but incorporating like climbing and wall jumping. It doesn't necessarily have to be stunt runner really, because those tools aren't designed specifically to make stunt runner maps. You can use them for pretty much anything.
Well, PlayStation.
Oh, DJ Piglet asks, he asked, will jump pads be added? And she actually said eventually, but they are coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are very much coming.
Yeah. And then we can make like true stunt runner maps, because we've got pretty much everything at this point. So you can, thinking about it, with gizmos you can do pretty much all the elements of stunt runner.
Yes, it's pretty great to see what people are going to do with it. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to do. And if you guys do, please send me pictures. People have already sent me pictures of stuff they're already working on, and I'm sharing those as much as I can. And I would like to see more of that. Like maybe we can get together at some point, put a video together of all the cool stunt runner maps that people have made in Rec Room, and create some really cool, like a really cool movie or something out of it. So if you're up for that, let me know.
I'd love to see that. Oh, people are asking questions in general. Yes, please ask them in guest questions, just so I can read them easier. But of course you can type them in game, but it's harder for me to see. Why? Oh, this one's from Door DM5. Why is the maximum level that you can reach in Rec Room 30?
Because at the moment it is.
Great answer. I hope that answers your question well there. I guess there's not really any specific explanation to it, like, that I could think of. But wouldn't it be crazy if you could just level up forever? Wow. Then you could see how
you never know.
Yeah, how much time people have spent in Rec Room. Bit crazy. Okay. We've already talked about is PSVR getting streamer cam, and the answer was it's very difficult, but it's possible.
All right. So another question I've been getting, that I've been hearing a lot is like, is screen mode building going to get a little bit easier? And I will say to you right now, yes, it will.
Awesome.
We do have some pretty awesome screen mode builders now. We are asking for feedback on screen mode building. So if you guys have any forms of like a feedback on that, please message me directly on Discord, and I would gather that feedback. We are going to make it a little bit easier and better, and hopefully easier for you guys to use. So we do want you guys to create as much content as you guys want to. So please let me know about
Yeah,
what
because
complications
Rec
you're
Room
running
is
into.
like, I'm sure most people would consider it like a community-based game, as pretty much a lot of the content is community-based, and I don't think you could really have Rec Room without the community.
No, we love building together on all forms of platforms, and we are going to support that. So
Kiwi Dabub asks, how will the animation tool be used, and how would you go about using it, basically?
I can't really say how it's going to be used right now. I'm just saying that there is one coming.
Yeah.
And it's pretty awesome from my experience, and that's all I can say at this time.
So you're currently like testing it, right?
I have experience with it, and
Awesome.
you guys will know what it is when it comes out. I'll have a tutorial
You're just
on it
gonna
and
have to
everything,
wait and see, guys. But that's gonna be a very exciting feature, and I'm sure people are gonna use that to make some great custom rooms, as they always do with new features.
And for those who are looking to do tutorials, that will be a big one to do. Create some pretty cool experimentations on it. Create some other things with the animation tools, like what you can do with it when it comes out. So that's a good tip on you guys. So please, put out some cool animation stuff when it comes out.
Yeah, I can't wait for this, because I'm sure.
Can't wait to see those.
Yeah, I can't wait to play those.
Right on. All right, so does anybody else have any other questions about tutorials or maker pin classes or anything about creative tools?
Yeah, because of course Meriesa is head of build support, so those are some great questions, and I'm sure she'll have some great answers for you. Okay, this is I'm sorry I missed it, went too fast. But will the ink percentage ever be risen, or is it just not available from a technical standpoint, from just performance?
I would say it will be.
Ooh. Wasn't expecting that.
At some point. It definitely will be at some point.
Well, that's great. I personally didn't think it would be, but that's great to hear. Because we have a lot of storage at the moment. It's surprising how you can do sub rooms and stuff. So it's very possible to make a huge room, essentially.
Yeah, and those are the great rooms. Like, if you guys are looking into making a really detailed map, it's best to build kind of small, and the experience kind of narrow. But you can put a lot of detail into an experience like that, instead of creating a full experience over clouding the whole rec room, which is just kind of I would say it's too far away and players can't really get to those things. But if you keep it kind of narrow, it just helps with the experience and a flow, especially if you're creating a quest, a storyline, or any other type of puzzle games, like an escape room. Redbeard just put out an escape kind of puzzles and how to make puzzles in Rec Room. So if you guys want to make your own escape rooms, I would definitely check that tutorial out.
Yeah, because of course a benefit of the tutorial kind of system where you can earn the gowns is more tutorials for you guys to watch, and that's just kind of the whole ecosystem of it at the moment, and that's great.
Yeah.
Keep the question. Oh, we need. Why can't you drop the maker pen? Huh? I believe you can drop the maker pen.
You can drop the maker pen. If you can't, then.
Never mind.
Then let's talk a little bit
Is that a glitch? Maybe you could elaborate on that? 'Cause we're not really sure. Yeah, that's a glitch. Some people nodding their heads. It's a glitch where you can't drop the maker pen. I haven't come into contact with that. Okay. Okay. Oh, a lot of people have been asking this, surprisingly, but how did you get those goggles?
Oh, I got them from a creative competition, there is another creative competition right now that has been announced, and I suggest that you guys take a look at announcements on the Rec Room Discord. You should also be able to see it on your bulletin board at the bottom. Will direct you to that competition that's going on right now. It's probably about 3-week competition, and you have to do a fall, kind of like a fall theme. But I would definitely take a look at it if I were you. And
you can win some pretty
you
cool
can
stuff.
win a maker pen skin. I can't pull out mine, but you can win a maker pen skin, and they're one of a kind, and you can only get them usually right now at this point through competitions. But use some of the new creative tools that came out. We would love to see that in the creative competitions. I know that I had a lot of graduates that just graduated from the Maker Pen Bootcamp, and I'm hoping to see them in some of the competitions. And you can win prizes just like this one. I won this one a long time ago from the Mad Science contest, and I also got the cape as well. I got a Maker Pen skin before that, and then I also got this shirt too. You can, if you're really good at drawing in Rec Room, we also have marker board type of competitions, and we also have some other ones that come out too, like photo competitions. You can get really cool cameras, like you can see here. This is the gold camera. You can get really cool items if you do the competitions, and they're only one of a kind. You only can get them through the competitions, so do them.
And you also answered another question that someone asked there, which was, can developers compete in the competitions? Which is obviously yes now. So that's
no,
great.
no, actually, no.
How did you?
I wasn't in the comp. I won because I wasn't working for Rec Room at the time.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, Tom, come on, man, get with
it. Well, that's awesome that you became a developer from being a player. It means you're very passionate about Rec Room and you like to see it succeed. And I mean, that's the core value, really. And I'm glad to see that.
I really like.
It
lines with my field as well too. So.
Yeah. And someone also asked, will there be more Maker Pen bootcamp classes? And
yes, but not at this time. We'll have pretty significant breaks between them, but we'll have other things that people can do, like a mentorship type of thing that we're thinking about, to kind of give creators a more partner feel in Rec Room. It is about community and creating together, so we definitely want to support creating together as much as possible. So all the Maker Pen classes and boot camps will be about creating with the community together in the same room and learning from one another.
Yeah. I was going to ask another question, but I completely forgot, so I'll pull that back up. Okay,
can you just move out of the way?
Yeah, this is a pretty important one. So, a lot of people here actually don't know what Maker Pen Bootcamp is, and someone actually asked for you to explain basically what it is and what you you cover during the class.
Yep, so Maker Pen Bootcamp is a place where people can go and learn about the creative tools and how to work in a team and learn from their teammates. Some people really understand how to create art, and some people will really understand how to create game circuits. And putting these two people these two groups together to build together usually reflects on the content that they create and how engaging it is for other players in Rec Room to participate in. So one of the things is that you start off with 2-week exercises. The first week is all art, so you learn how structure works, how to build a room, how to build a terrain by going off snap, and what those forms come together and how they come together and how do they create a full experience. And then the second week, you will learn how to create with circuits, like how to open up your door, how to turn on some lights in your house, and how to use the PvP role chip. So people can make their own games. Usually when people start to make their own games, they usually start off creating a PvP map. So that's a great place to start. If you ever wanting to start to create your own maps, it's usually starting off to create your own PvP map.
Yeah.
So we have people actually, the very first map is create a PvP in Rec Room. So after they finish their 2 weeks, then they go into projects. So the first project is to create a PvP map. The second project is to create a story. So you have to use Helotars to direct players to certain areas and solve things to complete a story. Third one is an escape room. So after you learn to, kind of create a story, you can learn how to how puzzles work, how to open doors with tags, and how to create things that kind of like a small, really interesting experience with this, like, how do you escape a room, right? That's really fun. We saw a lot of great things coming from that. And then the third one is just a theme. So we give people the opportunity to just build whatever they want. We give them a theme, and they build whatever they want, and we see pretty good content coming from that. Right now, we have 2 classes in session, but they're about to finish, and we're not going to continue with the boot camp at this time because players are usually in school at this time, and it's really hard for them to meet up and so forth. But we'll be having other things that are going on between those times.
So
but the
also,
boot camp is usually 6 weeks long. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a pretty vigorous course, but it is worth it, of course, because it can help you become a incredible creator, and of course you also get the gown, the green gown, I believe it is.
Mhm.
And
green gown. You can only get it from the Maker Pen class.
Yeah, exclusive to the Maker Pen class. So in future, when there are, of course, more Maker Pen classes, as you said, will the item be changed, or will it still be the same green gown?
It will still be the green gown, so other people can get it.
Awesome.
But we might have other items involved a little later.
Yeah.
But will always be like the green gown that you can get.
But of course, you can get the other color of gowns from like the tutorial, from making tutorials, as she said earlier.
Yep.
And this has been coming in quite a lot. This isn't related to Rec Room, but more VR as a whole. People are wondering what VR headset you're using and which VR headset you'd recommend buying in the current virtual reality landscape.
Yep. I'm a big supporter of VR. I love VR so much. I think it's a very good immersive experience, and I would recommend a VR headset to anyone. Personally, right now, I use the Oculus S. I really like it. I think it's light, and it's very comfortable, easy to set up. It doesn't I don't actually have a lot of problems with it at all, other than just updating my computer here and then. I use an external mic as well. Actually, I use an external mic for my headset.
Yeah, because
but I had
Yeah, because of course the Rift S mic has been criticized a lot. So
Yes. The thing is that I actually use the Vive as well. I found the Vive was too heavy for me, honestly. But it has been very comfortable for a lot of other people. So if you guys are up for that, it's great. I did use it for some time, and I still find it too heavy. So. Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't even consider the Index, as that's double the weight of the Vive.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just go like, ah.
Yeah.
It is pretty heavy.
I like the Oculus.
Tried it once.
Yeah, it's really light and it's easy to use. It's easy to set up. It's a lot easier to set up than the previous Oculus. So I definitely like that much better. Yeah. I have actually tried the Quest. I love the Quest. I love the idea. Once you actually use the Quest, though, it's really hard to go back to a cord.
I'll probably stay away from it then.
Yeah, I can't wait till I see more things from the Quest in the future. I'm really, really excited about
Yeah.
that technology
And of
because
course,
having the cord is just annoying, honestly. But it does give you a lot more stuff to do,
yeah.
a lot more
And of course,
capabilities. But
if you don't have a PC or a PlayStation or anything to run a headset, well, the Quest is the #1 option.
yeah, the Quest is actually really, really cool too, and it's very easy to set up. You don't hardly have to do anything. It's great.
Okay, what is your favorite addition ever to be added to Rec Room?
What is? I'm sorry. Want to say that again?
This is from Virtual Shifter, and he asks, what is your favorite
What is your
addition ever
favourite
to be
addition?
updated into Rec Room?
My favorite dish.
No, no.
Addition.
Your
addition.
favorite
Addition.
addition.
Your favourite
update.
update.
In Rec Room. It's always about creative tools, you guys. Like I'm all about creative tools. If it's gonna be updates, I like creative tools. I love making my own experiences and sharing that with my friends. And I can, if it's updating on tools, creative tools, then that would be epic. It's all the epic.
Yeah.
All the epicness.
Of course, recently I've noticed so many changes to the I think it started with the new lighting, and then we just got so many new creator additions. It's just been great. Like, I haven't tried to
Yeah.
make a map in a few months, and then I come back now and there's so much new stuff, and it looks great. It's really
Yeah.
cool to make maps now.
Yeah, it's gonna get better too. It's gonna get better, guys. It's gonna be great. So it's not gonna stop. It's gonna continue. So keep
Awesome.
asking what you guys want in the Discord. Just keep asking. If you guys have any personal preferences, please come back to me on the Discord channel. Like, you just message me personally. I write them down. And if you guys have, I'm really looking for Scream mode building. So if you guys have any like pointers on that, like where's the main pain points, please direct message me because we're working on
The pain points.
Yeah. I kind of know what they are, but
Yeah.
I want to hear from the community. So
Yeah. Okay, I'll just forget about that.
Wait, what? How does
No idea. No idea how that happened. But that is a
I was
bit
like,
glitchy
wait.
when people...
I heard it be silent, and I was like, wait. I look up. There's a guy sitting next to
Yeah.
us.
So of course you haven't really asked many questions, so Billy, do you have any things to add or whatever you would like to ask, some new additions
I
or...
don't really have any questions, to be fair, so I'll just look.
Oh, okay then. Well, you can always browse the Discord if you want to, and ask some of the questions from there that I missed, because I've been told that I'm missing a lot. So,
also,
Mr.
I just
Chris...
wanted you guys. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Also, I guess want you guys to know that you can build on the Oculus Quest as well. So just so you guys know, and the Stunt Runner does work on Oculus Quest.
Yeah, I'm pretty... It works on all platforms, am I right?
Yep.
Tom, I've got a question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
JV Ollie asked, did you put a wall and just make it climbable, and then put the ropes in front of the wall? Or the ropes physically climbable?
Yeah, so what you can do is, like, if you create your own ropes, you can make the ropes climbable, or you can make the stand climbable, or you can make the whole thing climbable.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, this is another question from Mr. Chris. But will we ever get, like, an in-game way to kind of report bugs?
I'm not sure. We'll have to get back to you on that one.
Okay. But, it would be kind of cool to see that, as not all people have access to Discord.
We need that desperately. I need that so much. I'm falling through the floor in all quests constantly. I hate it. I can't play Golden Trophy or any game, any quest, because when I step into a corner, I just...
What the hell?
Mr. Chris is outraged.
I hate the glitch. Can you not just
He's
have a
outraged.
platform so you, like, respawn?
Oh god.
It's an easy way,
Oh,
it's
oh
an
God,
easy
oh God.
fix.
Okay.
Okay, do you need a drink, Mr. Chris? Reach to go and
Okay.
get some water, mate.
Fine.
Definitely marked it down, Chris.
Yeah. I think she's got the point now.
She got the point, Chris.
Yeah, I kept going through in the floor in Rise of Jumbotron, Golden Trophy, every single quest. And I couldn't...
But of course you
And
can.
then I had to leave, and when I try and do a solo, it happens, I'm at the boss,
There
I'm
we go.
so absurdly angered by it.
Oh, he is
I can
outraged.
see why.
I mean, I would be too if I was
Sorry,
if I was at the. No, don't worry, Mr. Chris. That would be a very good addition, though.
We feel
agree.
your pain,
Yes,
buddy.
absolutely.
Feel the pain.
Absolutely. Okay.
Oh.
Will there ever
Alright,
be
does
any
anybody
more?
have...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was just gonna ask a question.
Oh, okay. Will there ever be any more performance updates to PlayStation VR? That's one I've been getting a lot. Because apparently it still crashes.
There's always updates for PlayStation VR, guys.
Yeah, like if you look in the
Yeah, there
patch
is, there's
notes, it's
loads.
always getting
We get
better.
them all the time. Literally, like, at least a good one a week. Oh, sorry, standard.
Help, Mr. Chris, please.
Oh yeah, give it to Mr. Chris. He needs some beer. Go on.
Oh, you want me to give Mr. Chris some beer? Okay.
Yeah, we need Mr. Chris needs a drink.
Where is he? Let me hand deliver it to Mr.
He's
Chris.
over to your left. He's over to your left. He's over to your left. Enjoy your beers, Mr. Chris.
There you go, just for
I'm
you.
gonna
Don't
come
let
and
anyone
nick-
take
I'm
them.
gonna come and nick one. Sorry.
Never mind.
Yeah, I have a question for you, Thor.
Oh,
What made you want to set up your own talk show in Rec Room?
well, the
Thomas.
story is we went to like a live event, and it was kind of like this DJ.
DJ's Blue Pie. to
Yeah,
be
DJ
exact.
Blue, shout out to him. And we just really thought, this is awesome. We want to do something like this where we have this audience and we just get to interact and really have fun while doing it and meet some awesome people like you, like yourself. And
Yep.
that's how we got started. We started building the room and then we kind of kept going from there, and now we're here.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is awesome to see in Rec Room. We love to see people like creating their own events, like talk shows like this. Whether it's like you're just dancing events, like we've seen some of that too. That's pretty great. We'd like to see more of that. Like
More
even
dancing.
plays, you guys. People put on actual live
like dancing.
plays in Rec Room.
That's amazing.
Mama Monkey is head of that, and it's
Great.
actually pretty great if you guys ever check it out.
Isn't that the? I've heard of the something bucket acting troupe or something.
Yeah, and they're doing another one,
Oh,
and
really?
it's pretty great.
Do you have
guys,
any
if you
way?
guys ever want to check
How
it out?
exactly can we view that? Will it be an event?
They usually do live streaming. You can ask
Oh.
for a spot in the seats.
Oh.
They do practice for about a year,
Oh,
and
wow.
it's actually pretty great.
That's
it's
crazy.
Well performed, but we love to see you guys actually put on some live plays as well.
Yeah, of course.
So,
You really don't need any
there are some room
experience to do
ideas,
it.
you guys.
Anyone's welcome to do it.
Me and Tom trained for decades.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is. Do you plan on adding any more checkpoints to the quests we have currently available? And for future quests, will all of the future quests have checkpoints?
I can't say at this time.
Okay. Because people want like Jumbotron checkpoints, because a lot of people have a hard time for that. But it is kind of one of the shorter quests.
Whole
So
point of it.
Jumbotron is actually one of my favorite quests.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's hard.
yeah, it is probably the hardest core quest, like the originals.
Yes.
Okay. Will there be a Minecraft quest? I wish. Only in our hearts.
Hey, you can always make your own.
Yeah.
You can always make your
yeah.
own Minecraft quest in
I'd
this
love
game.
to see that.
Everything that works in Minecraft works in this game. You just gotta set it up, guys. And if anybody knows how to set it up, just add it to the invention store so other people can use it.
Yeah.
And add to their rooms.
I'd love to see a Minecraft quest personally, but I think officially it only lives on in our hearts. But of course you can do that. There's no enemy tools. Yeah, we touched on that earlier, and the short answer was, it's on the bucket list, basically.
Tom, we want Minecraft Part 2, mate.
Oh god, not this again.
I'm
Okay.
disgusted.
Okay. When a lot of people are saying that the report system, like, people want a better report system, apparently. I haven't...
There will actually be more tools coming out. I can't actually say when those are going to come out, but it will help people kind of moderate their rooms a little bit better in the future. I can't really speak more about that, though.
Okay, that's completely understandable. Why?
Oh, they can get off stage. Tom, I think our theme's glitched. Some people get on stage.
It's just it's working fine, but some people are managing
Or they
to
can
slip
get on
through.
stage. Look,
Some people are managing to slip through. But this is kind of I hope, a troll question. But will we ever get arms and legs?
You never know.
Will we ever get arms and legs?
Well, you can. I saw a post where someone had made moving legs, and it was horrifying.
Right?
Let me say the least.
It was horrifying.
Yeah.
Hey, you just never know, you guys. You just never know.
Yeah. Everything's possible. We've got 4 minutes left, so any final questions, please submit them now because we will be ending in 4 minutes.
Tom. Learn how to count.
Full body tracking. You can't really have full body tracking in Rec Room because we don't have feet. But okay, people.
Oh yeah, I've just oh yeah, no feet. Oh, how do we stand up?
We hover. We've got like invisible fans on the bottom of us, just hovering around.
Put on little jetpacks, guys.
We're bees. We're wasps.
Okay, people want a hug apparently from you.
Oh, who wants a hug?
JV wants a hug.
Alright, JV, hug time.
Watch out, everyone's gonna want hugs. Everyone's coming for hugs.
Hug time. JV, hug time.
Okay, someone's having a makeout session with the camera. Would you please not?
What was someone doing? I missed that.
Yeah, you probably... Well, I wish I was you.
Diamond said he wants a picture with Meriesa for his profile.
Well, at the end we'll... I hope Merisa's okay with this, but at the end we'll probably take a photo just with all of you, so you guys can take photos. You can even take photos now. You can just do little selfies on the stage. So we're actually coming towards the end of the show, unfortunately. But I'd like to give a huge thank you to Meriesa for making this possible.
Thank you. I know you wanted to do this about a week ago, but I was like, didn't have time.
No, it's okay. It's okay because it happened. It happened. Okay, so how about we all, this is a reality check tradition. How about we get a photo of everyone? Everyone come into the middle.
I'll put a light here, yes.
Alright, positions. Awesome. Well, thank you all for coming out tonight. It's been a great show. Of course, if you want to see yourselves live after the... What? Hello? What? Right, people can now get onto the stage for some reason. Well, look, I'm glad it was. Okay. Oh no, we're being mobbed. We're being mobbed.
Thank you.
Help me.
What just...
Help me.
This is not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
No!
Alright, guys,
How
hold
did
on.
this happen?
Thank you all for coming out tonight.
No!
I've had a really
almost
fun
about to say
time,
bad note.
and thank you,
Bye-bye.
Meriesa, most importantly. And I will see you guys later. See ya.
Everybody, we need to move!
Wait. Meriesa. Wait,
We're being
Meriesa.
moved! Chicken!
Meriesa.
Chicken, help me,
Will
soldier!
we have a
Help.
second,
I'm getting out
what
of
was it
here,
not called? I
Maurice.
forgot what it was called. Makerpin school. Will we have second Makerpin school?
Yeah.
Yes,
Goodbye.
there will be. There'll be more.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Just be prepared though, okay?
If
Be
you're
prepared.
on a junior account, and then you say that you're 12, then you become 13 in real life, will your junior account become a normal account?
Oh.
It should. But
Oh,
if you want to get it changed by any point, if it doesn't change, you can contact the moderation team.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you
why-
guys.
Wait.
Thank you.
I just want to know why. Why
Oh, Mr.
do
Chris is
you have
back.
to be on below? And why do I can't speak?
Come on, Mr. Chris.
Why do you have to be on junior account where you can't speak or hear anybody if you're under 13? Why?
Mainly
To protect
because you're
children?
not to protect.
Yeah.
To protect kids so that they
It's all in good
Don't
spirit.
get bullied.
so that nothing bad happens.
Yeah, until they're not
Like-
exposed to the
Please be
horrors
off
of
the
social
roadside.
VR.
Right.
So they don't like.
Yeah.
When
Well then.
I like know when
Say no sponsors.
I know when someone is a stranger, I just go report. I don't like you. Yeah.
Alright.
Yes, but I'm
So
a
thank you all
stranger
for
to you.
coming to the show. We have new shows every
So
same time
Oh,
every week.
Saturday.
So I'm gonna head out now. Thank you, Meriesa, and thank you, Oberlin.
All right.
And I'll see you guys later.
bye, Thor.
See you guys.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Thank
See you
you guys so much for joining. Thank you for your time. And remember, be creative and give it your rec room best, guys.
Yeah.
Give it your rec room
Your
best.
rec room
Also,
best.
if you guys have any really
Give it
cool Star
yours.
Runner maps, let me know. I would love to check them out, and might do a live stream sometime. All right? Thank you guys. Be creative.
Thank
and give it
you.
your rec room best.
Yeah, subscribe. Can I be your
Have a
friend?
good one, you
Can
guys.
I be your friend?
See ya.
Where'd you go?
Alright, thank you for coming out tonight, guys. Remember, we've got a new show every 8 p.m. BST every Saturday, same time every week. So, thank you guys for coming out tonight. Thank you, Meriesa, and I will see you guys next time. See you guys. See ya.
Bye, Thor.
Bye.